Hello there, it's Moira McDonald and welcome back to my channel first of all, and welcome to the next Make It With Moira, which is hopefully going to be a journal. Here's where I am at. I've got a box from some peanut butter popcorn bars that are low calorie because I am continually on a diet. We grease mark on the inside, but we'll repair that. I've cut it down so that the box itself is 5x7 and there is a 1-inch spine. What I plan to do is I'm not giving it a fabric cover, I'm going to give it a card cover. Hopefully it'll look okay, I don't know, we'll soon find out. Right, I've got some Tim Holtz washi tape that I'm going to run along the edges, hopefully. So bear with me, this isn't, I know this isn't terribly interesting, but really it's the best way I can think it actually, dealing with the edge. Because I didn't want to, normally I'll sit and I'll gesso everything, and you know, if I'm doing a, if I'm doing a decoupage cover, but no, since it's not a decoupage cover, to be honest, I just can't be bothered gessoing it, because you've got to sit there and wait till it dries, and it's time, do you know what I mean? You want to be doing something. So basically what I'm doing is, in fact, wait a minute, turn that round, because it looks as if it's upside down. Although I don't imagine for an instant. No, wait a minute, that looks upside down. Oh, it's the tape. Haha, dumpling. Right, doesn't matter. Sorry, concentration. Can I talk and concentrate? Trying to get that. Do you know, I watch quite a lot of videos that are speeded up. I don't have that kind of, I don't know how to do that, I don't have that kind of software or anything like that, so you get everything in real time. But it makes me laugh, because I watch these folk and they don't seem to have to line anything up, everything just automatically falls into place, and I can't help but think, how? When I'm doing anything, absolutely nothing falls into place, and I mean nothing. Everything's you know, you're staring at it for ages. Oh, bear with me. That's for the bin. You're staring at it for ages, trying to get it all lined up, and yet some folks seem to be able to come along and just stick something down or stamp something in a spot, and it's perfect. And I don't know how they do it. I really don't. Right. That's not got the degree of coverage I had hoped it would have. That'll teach me, maybe I should just have gessoed it. I think what we'll need to do is run over that wait a second bit and see if that helps. Oh no, I don't think it's going to make any difference. It might help if I used more opaque. In fact, that's what I'll do. I'll use a, wait a minute, I'll put a bit up this end as a kind of bottom coat. I'm not worried about it going over the side here, because I'll probably be doing the same to the inside. Right, give me a second and I'll get an alternative washi with more pattern on it so that we don't have this issue. Right. I mean, I suppose the problem I'm up against here is the box is quite colourful. So it's going to always be an issue of some description depending on how much of the box we're actually going to end up seeing. But it might not be that bad. I'm hoping it's not that bad. Oh no, it'll be fine. I'd seen a video of somebody doing a mini album, and this was one of the things she had done to her mini album. And she also done a lot of inking and stuff as well that I'm not doing. Now I'm going to have to take this down the spine as well to cover that over. And hold all that together. Make sure my box can still shut. That's okay. Right, I think that's us done with the washi on this side of things. I need to do some distress ink along the edges, and I'm hoping, I've got Distress Stain and Vintage Photo, I'm hoping this works. I'm not looking for anything incredible here, I'm just literally wanting to do the very edge so that you don't see it's cardboard. That's not too bad. What I will do is I will just do it normal distress wise. I gave myself a new foam pad on my distress, well, a Vintage Photo one anyway. I'm actually going to use brown card to decorate this, do the panels on it, and it's plain brown card, which I must admit I would quite like to maybe spray with some mica powder to give it a wee bit of a kind of funny look about it. I mean, I would say sheen, and I would have I thought about trying to use Gildan wax in it, but see, to be honest, I've never had much success with Gildan wax, so I don't know if it's me or if it's just really difficult to use it. Right, that'll do, I think, on the distress front for the time being. Move that out of the way, move my ink away. Now, the next thing I want to do is, I've cut my panels out and I'm actually planning on using an embossing folder on them to give them a bit of design. I'm hoping this comes out okay. So this involves, sorry, I need to stand up to do this. This involves using the Big Shot, which I shall bring in here, and to emboss using an embossing folder. What I need to do is open my 2 tabs. Now, my embossing folder isn't of a size where I can actually do the whole panel. So what I'm going to do is I will emboss the top and then just wait and see. Once I've done it, you'll see what I'm meaning here. Right, I want that to go there. I'm going to move this along a wee bit. And now I'm going to try and push it in. And it's going to move. Right. That's okay. I don't know if you can see that, but that's it. Right, so that's one bit done. Get the other. Line that up with the edge. And emboss again. Wait a minute. Right, let's see. That's fine. Right, so that's that. Now, the next thing I want to do is bring out something with a bit of gold carb stuck to it. Right, I want to finish off what I've started, if you like, because obviously the top half of this is embossed but the bottom's completely plain and that looks a bit silly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into my scoreboard. And I am going to, give me just a wee second here, hopefully score a wee line in it. And if I turn that over, it looks a wee bit more finished now. In fact, I could probably try and make them a wee bit more noticeable. I'm always a wee bit worried when I use a scoreboard because, I mean, I've been a bit too heavy-handed. Well, it's not so much heavy-handed, but maybe the calibre of card you're using isn't quite what it could be. And when you put it in, you know, you go to score and you end up just ripping whatever it is you're doing, and I don't want to do that. Alright, that's not great. Okay, use this one for the back. It's okay, that's fine. My mum used to always have a wee phrase, a blind man running for his life will no notice it. Which basically meant, you know, who's going to be looking at it. But having said that, somebody's going to be looking at it, so they deserve to have a nice book, don't they? Now, one of these panels I cut slightly shorter than the other, and it's that one. So we need to take a wee bit off this. Give me just a wee second. I actually was a wee bit worried, I have to say, because I thought that in the process of measuring it, or not so much measuring it, of doing the thingy, the embossing, it might actually make the card ride up a wee bit. But it hasn't by the looks of things, so I was worrying unnecessarily. Right, that's going to be fine. Now, do you know what, I don't think I will use anything like gold and all that. I think I'll just stick it down, because see, if I start to muck about with it, it's, I think I'll make a mess of it, and I don't really want to do that. Right, best glue for this. I've still got a wee bit of this 3-in-1, which is related to Fabri-Tac, but I haven't touched it since the last time I did a journal, so I don't know. I'm hoping it's in okay quality and not went all hard and yucky. You can see it coming. Lid on till we stick down this panel. Right, the back panel. Now I'm not going to bother doing any embossing to the spine. The spine's just going to be as the spine is, unadulterated, so to speak. I sat down yesterday and thought I'll have a look at some folk doing covers. In the first video I sat down and started, it was awfully fancy, and I thought that's going to make a really nice book, I says to myself, but it's not. My books are junk journals, do you know what I mean? I don't, most times I don't, bear with me. Sorry about that. Squirrel alert. I should maybe have had this a wee bit further over. I wonder if I can get it up. Chip! Nope. I'm too high up. I'm too far over. Right, that's us this time. Right, let's stick that down and hope it stays down. Now, spine, where is it? Here we go. I think that's okay. Big glue strand there. And you can still see a wee bit of the blue there, which is a wee bit of a nuisance, but that's okay. Right, that'll do us. Managed to get some glue in the front. Well done, Moira. I'm sure I can decorate that when I'm getting round to it. Right, that's that. I've got that to throw out. Now I need to do the inside. So where's my washi? I don't think this will be particularly interesting today because it's not really. I mean, it's not exactly stimulating watching me playing with washi tape. Because it's not as if I'm doing anything incredible. I've not actually picked out paper for the inside of this yet, so I think it'll be something Tim Holtz-ish. I've only got one pad of his, which I think might be something botanical or that, I don't know. that's that. I suppose I should really burnish this to make sure it's down okay. Now I've got to do the spine again, or do I? Do you think I should just do one big bit of paper? I could do one big bit, oh, hang on, it's upside down. I could do one big bit of paper. Okay, I will. Save me for looking about a bit. Right. First thing we've got to do is find a bit of paper. So if you can give me a second, what I'll do is I'll get my Tim Holtz pad and have a quick look at it. So, I actually stopped and emptied my tumble dryer, as well as got my Tim Holtz pipe. Right, so it's called Wallflower, and I'm sure you all know it. Mine's fell apart. Right, I don't think it really matters a great deal what we use on the inside, because although I like that, oh, that's quite nice as well. Right, shall we use that? It's a pity to not. Oops. I quite like that from the point of view that it's relatively neutral. So we'll use that. Right, now I've got to move this because I've not got room for my desk. Aye, aye, aye. Put it back in the pile. Right. So basically, what we're looking at here is, let me think. My book is going to be, it's 5 by 7, so 5 and 5's 10, and 1 for the spine is 10, 11. So let me think, if I cut this at 11, now I'm going to have to make it just a bit smaller, but then again I've still got to take into account the fact that when it goes through the spine it tends to use up a wee bit, but well, let's see, we'll start at 11 and take it back from there. Now it's 7 inches long, my book, but it doesn't need to be 7 inches, because if I make it if I make it 6 3/4, it should be on par marginal wise with the other. Right, move that over there because that can get used for something else. Now, I'm probably going to have to trim a bit off this once I've done it. So what we want to do is we want to look at it like that, and we'll stick that down, fold it, do the spine, and then right, let's get ready to rumble. What I'll do is I'll apply my glue to this and take it from there. Now, got to make sure that it's stuck down at that bit, just when it gets to the edge of the page. And then we'll put the glue here and hope that at the end it all works out. I've got some new glue on order, although I'm sitting with a bottle of Fabri-Tac here unopened, but you know that way you've got to think a couple of glues ahead. I do have another glue on order, but I've been sitting, I ordered some stamps the other day for making Christmas cards and they haven't shown up. In fact, there has been no post, which is quite unusual because, as you know, I am queen of the I'll just get that on eBay scene. So I phoned the post office today, and it's a kind of centralised service, and apparently there's been unofficial industrial action at my sorting office since last Friday, which is why I've obviously not had any mail. So there you go. Bit of a nuisance, but what can you do? Right, we need to take a bit off that. And it's difficult to judge. I don't know, get a big dod of that. Difficult to judge how much. Should have maybe done this in a more logical fashion, but it is me, so you know. Right, all I want to do is cut a little off. And I'm hoping that's not too much. I know that does look enough off. Right, that's not going to be enough. I know that ain't going to be enough. Oh gosh, no. Not by a long shot. Back in. Right, I think that will be needed. Aye, that will do. A great deal is judged by eye in my case, and always has been. Right, so gluing along here. This is really, really slow. Oh, here it comes. There's not an awful lot left in this. And what there is isn't in great quality. I think it's getting quite gloopy. Right. A bit of glue coming out at the top. That's us. Now, what I also want to do is, bear with me because I need to get into this drawer that the camera is right next to. I should have book corners somewhere if I can find them. Right, hold on a second. Found them. Right. I don't know what glue to use for this. I think I'll just use this card glue stuff. And hope that they stick on okay, because it's not the thickest of books, so they're going to look a bit loose. But having said that, I think they'll still stick. I hope they do anyway. That's Chip that's barking, by the way. She's the oldest of the dogs. But she really doesn't like the squirrels. Right, that's us. I want to let them dry before I start moving them about, if you don't mind. But that's basically about it. So there you go. That's the cover, how it's going to look. Oops, that's what I was trying to avoid. And that's the inside. So that's it. Sorry, I'm just examining it. The book corners aren't as perfect as I would like, but that's mainly because I haven't used fabric. In fact, I'm not sure I can get away with it. They just... Do you know what I'll do? Wait a minute. Hold on, I need to move the camera up. Sorry about this. Right, come on back in. There you go, can you see okay? I've got these. Which are, you know, corners things, and I'm thinking I can maybe stick them on the inside to help hold on the real corners, because they'll take up a bit more room. And they're not taking up enough room. Nah, that's not going to work. Right, forget that. Scrap that notion. Take them off. I'll just use these. Front and back. That'll teach me for being lazy. I should have just done a fabric cover. This must be bent because it's not sitting. Oh, for goodness sake. That's all. That's bent out of shape. That's no use to none. There'd be that to hang with that one. The good thing is I've always got plenty of these kind of things because I don't know about yourself, but whenever I go to buy anything, there is never an occasion in which I can buy, you know, like a set of 4 of anything. It's always a set of 100 and you're using them for the next 10 years. Maybe not as many as 100, but I've certainly got plenty. Oh dear goodness, what a kerfuffle puffle. There we go. That's the inside, and they'll stick down nicely. Now I've got to do the outside, and I don't think it's going to find that very easy because it's the book's going to be open. I don't want to get glue everywhere, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Just hold that in position for a wee minute. No. Oh, I need to be clothes pegs to hold it. Sugar plums. This is disastrous. What a kerfuffly puffle. It looks a bit scrappy just now, but that's because of the glue being so wet still. This really does need something to hold it. Bear with me, I think I've got some tape or something in here anyway. They're usually lying, I can see them. I hope. What a carry on. See, when I don't film it, it goes reasonably smoothly. So what I'm saying is, you're a Jonah for watching me. Oh, there we go. I think I need another clip there. That'll teach you. Aye, that'll teach you. See, next time stick when I tell you to stick. Right, that's it. It's basically a question I wait till that dries before I judge how much I need to fix anything. I know I'm going to have to obviously apply a wee bit of glue to the inside of this cover at the edge, because I'm not very happy with that, but that should be a fairly minor thing to do, and that'll be that. We can get started on the actual book itself. Right, sorry that was a bit drawn out and a bit hold on while I go silent, because I can't think and talk. Any questions or advice would be more apt, I should imagine. Just give me a shout, and you know, we'll see. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get a chance to do some work on the actual pages, and then we'll see how that goes. So thanks very much for your time, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye, bye.